It is recording now. Awesome. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Culture Coaches Diwali. I am Samreen and I am a student at Truro campus and I study 3D animation.
And I'm Hero, and I'm also at the Truro campus, and I'm doing game art.
I'm Kanav. I'm studying business administration here. I'm a second year student at Truro campus.
And today we are just going to um, tell everybody about Diwali, which is a very beautiful, big, bright, colorful Indian festival, and why we celebrate it, and what is the story behind it. India is so rich with all these cultures, traditions, so there is a lot. And definitely we'll talk about the food and we'll talk about the all the traditions that we have. So let's jump right into it without any delay. So first of all, happy Diwali, everyone. Diwali was just 2 days ago on the 22nd, I believe, right? And yeah, even though we're far from home, we're all in Canada, but I think we were still able to celebrate it the way we do, like at least like close to it, right? And yeah, so happy Diwali, everyone. And now we'll jump into it.
Yeah. So first of all, what is Diwali? So Diwali is like we can also call it is a Deepavali. That means a deep means a light, and it is celebrated all over India, and also it is also celebrated because it is a victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and hope over despair. And also we do like we illuminize lights and lamps, oil lamps, and also which are made from clay, and many light up with the one with the LEDs in it, and
Yeah.
that's how we celebrate it.
Yeah, super fun. And I had to include this NASA shot of Diwali, like India during Diwali, because it is always like amazes me that how beautiful it is and how everything literally lights up. So, yeah.
Yeah. And also, it is a cultural and traditional festival, and that is from east to west and north to south. Each and every religion celebrate the Diwali, even if they are Muslim, Sikhs, Hinduism, or Buddhism. Each and every single person in India celebrates Diwali.
Yeah, it's like at least in one way or the other, it's a beautiful mosaic of like beliefs and cultures and traditions and customs. So I think there's a common misconception that Diwali is like a religious festival, but at this point, I would just say that it's a cultural and a traditional festival of India. So you don't have to be or follow a specific religion to celebrate this beautiful festival. Like literally, as Hero said, everyone celebrates it.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Mhm.
So as you know, there are many religions in India. We're gonna talk about a lot more, but first we start with Hinduism. So in the Hindu culture, Diwali marks the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile after his victory over the demon king Ravan. So I'm gonna tell you a short story. So what happened? So in the epic Ramayana, it is one of the most important scriptures in our Hindu culture. So Lord Ram, along with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman, he was sent into exile. And when Sita was kidnapped by the demon king Ravan, Ram fought a great battle and rescued her. And upon his return to his kingdom Ayodhya, people celebrated by lighting thousands of oil lamps to welcome him home, and it symbolizes the triumph of good over evil.
Yeah, and this is such a beautiful story, like the epic of Ramayana. This is not even half of it. It has so many twists and turns. It is just amazingly like so well written and everything. And yeah, that's why we light up everything because it kind of celebrates the homecoming of Lord Rama and Sita along with their brother Lakshman. So the idea of like lighting all these lamps was to show them the way back home. So we kind of like relive that moment by doing so.
yeah. So there is also a different perspective. We also celebrate Diwali because of we pray goddess Lakshmi, that is wealth. She is a goddess of wealth, and we do it differently because in in Hinduism, they during Dhanteras, it is also a day during the Diwali. That is a specific day. We pray to our money. We keep our gold and all the wealth in front of the idol of the Lakshmi ji, and then we do the prayers before them for our well-being of the last year. Diwali is also the last year of the Hinduism calendar, and on that day we also pray for our happily next year will be like. And yeah.
Yeah, so it's like such a beautiful thing that I think the whole family sits together and pray for wealth, prosperity, good fortune, health, wellness of yourself and people around you. So yeah, it's super cool. Love it. Yeah, so I will talk a little bit more about the Sikh perspective of Diwali. In Sikhism, it's a completely different story. Diwali coincides with the Bandi Chor Divas, which literally translates to the Day of Liberation. So, if we dive a little bit more into what it means, during the Mughal era, our sixth guru of the Sikh faith, who is Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, he was unjustly imprisoned in the Gwalior fort. So, it is this fort that you see right here. And when he was released, he refused to leave until all of his fellow prisoners, who were the 52 Hindu kings, were also imprisoned and freed with him. So he was a man of morals, and he said that I will not leave the prison unless all of them leave with me. So the Mughal emperor, he said that, well, let me put a condition in front of you. And he was like, the amount of people who can hold on to the cloak that you're wearing, only those I will allow to leave with you. So, and Guruji was really smart. So, what he did was that he had a special cloak made with 52 tassels. The idea was that each king who was supposed to be leaving with him could hold on to one, and then they all could walk out together. So, yes, that's how they were freed from the prison. And his return to his hometown, which is Amritsar, that you see right here, was celebrated by lighting everything up. Our religious temple in Amritsar, it was all lit up beautifully. Same thing like for his homecoming. And for us, like Diwali represents freedom, equality, justice, and the light of compassion that breaks all chains. So I think it's a beautiful story as well.
Yeah, so there are different stories in different regions in India. Like, as I said, each and every people celebrate it, but there are different ways how to celebrate, like how they celebrate Diwali. So in Gujarat, where I am from, it's in Western India. We celebrate by honoring, like as I said, to by praying to Goddess Lakshmi, and we also celebrate, and also the Diwali is kind of 31st of December of ours, and the next day, right after the Diwali, is a new year for us. So we also firecrackers, and we go to each other's house, celebrate to all together, and what we do is also we share these sweets to.
Oh
each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
so
We
that
we'll talk more about the food in a
yeah,
different section because there's so much food.
yeah, and that's how we celebrate Diwali in Gujarat.
Awesome.
And also in Bengal, like it is mostly celebrated by celebrating the like puja, that means a prayer of goddess Kali, and they also use the so many foods and sweets when they do the puja, and they also fire the crackers, and
Yeah.
yeah, all
Yeah.
this same thing, similar thing, but the prayer they pray is a different goddess.
Yeah, so as goddess Lakshmi was the goddess of wealth and prosperity, I think goddess Kali is the goddess that destroys all evil. So I think we're kind of reaching towards the same end goal, no matter what cultural religion it is, that destroy evil, take let the good take over. So like light over darkness, good over evil. So it's kind of like the same. It's funny how like it's so interesting how every one of us, like all three of us, have completely different stories, but like the end output or the take away from them is exactly the same.
Yeah, like it's beautiful that each and every religion connects with each other just on a Diwali.
I
Like
know.
it's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah, so it's like a very big day for all of us.
I'll take you a little to the south of India. So in many parts of like some of the states from the south region, it marks the Lord Krishna's victory over the demon Naraksur, which literally translates to the demon of hell.
Yeah, Narak means hell, so and Sur means the demon, so it kind of means the demon of hell. And yeah, so again, he also destroyed evil and the good came over. So it's the same
So it's
output.
different stories, but
Yeah,
same outcome.
awesome.
Next, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Jainism. It is just another part of it's like a subdivision of the Hindu culture, but it just they celebrate a little bit differently. So for Jains, Diwali marks the day when Lord Mahavir attained nirvana. It means the day when he attained spiritual liberation, and it happened at Pawalpuri in 527 BCE.
Awesome.
On this night, his followers lit lamps to symbolize the light of his teachings spreading after his enlightenment. Again, the same thing. They all light lamps after whenever the victory is. And to them, Diwali is not just about the wealth or victory but it is also about the inner purity, self-discipline, and the liberation from the worldly desires.
Awesome. And now let me talk a little bit about Buddhism. So Diwali is significant in the Buddhism culture as well. So it is when Emperor Ashoka had a change of heart. So we're kind of leading towards the similar end goal again. So in some Buddhist traditions, Diwali commemorates the time when Emperor Ashoka, after the Kalinga War, embraced Buddhism and non-violence. So Emperor Ashoka was once a very powerful leader, and he witnessed the immense suffering that his wars caused overall. That kind of shook him to his core. And on Diwali, that was the day that he chose to, go walk on the path of peace and kindness, and don't not hurt anyone again. So it kind of symbolizes inner light and awakening and compassion. So yeah, that's why Diwali is very significant in Buddhism as well. So, yeah, so I think Hero needs to leave now because she has some other work to attend. So, thank you so much for being a part of the
No
presentation.
problem.
And yeah, bye bye.
Enjoy. Happy Diwali.
Yeah, happy Diwali to you as well.
Yeah.
So, Kanav and I are going to keep talking about how we celebrate Diwali. So, moving ahead, do you want to take this over?
Yeah. The first thing that we do on this day is we clean and prepare the house. So we clean the whole house and very deeply. Some people also rearrange their stuff, whatever the home furniture they have to different places and all.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it literally symbolizes removing the negativity in your house.
Yeah, and cleaning involves like mental cleaning and physical cleaning as well. So it involves all kinds of decluttering, making sure that you don't have anything unwanted in your house to like symbolize that, remove all the negative energy, just have space for new experiences, positivity, like mentally and physically. So yeah, that's great. Yep, Ashley, mental cleaning is like usually it plays a big role when we do our prayers and everything, because that's when like you sit together as a family and you're just praying for the same goal. So it kind of helps you, get rid of the negative energy, and it's almost like meditation, but yeah, it's very close by.
It's a little different.
Yeah, a little different. And
Another thing we do is we light up the whole house, not just the house, but the whole street itself. The house is from the outside, from the inside, and yeah,
the streets, the shops, the markets, everything is lit up. So if you are lucky enough to be in India for Diwali, it always amazes me that how beautiful everything looks. Everything is glowing. Like you can literally, there's not a dull day during that month. I think the whole month, people start decorating like 1 month before Diwali happens. So for the whole month, you see like beautiful lights and everybody shops for things. And it's also very auspicious buying new decorations for Diwali. So every year, like I still remember going out with my siblings and just buying new decorations, because we at least try to buy some new decorations, because
That's
it's
true.
like, because it's kind of considered lucky, auspicious that hey, it's Diwali, buy some new stuff and decorate your own house. And it's said to bring a lot of attract a lot of wealth and just prosperity to you how well your house is lit. So the as we mentioned, goddess Lakshmi, who is the god of wealth and prosperity, who we pray to during this time. So it's kind of a story. So there's so many stories. So I can never encompass everything, but it's said that if the house which glows the brightest, that's the house which will attract the wealth and
Luxury.
yeah, the goddess of Lakshmi. That's the house which will attract the wealth and health and prosperity. So that's why people go all out when it comes to decorating the house, because everybody wants health and wealth and prosperity.
It creates that kind of the positive vibe that
Yeah,
very exciting.
absolutely. Yeah, and apart from that, we also make rangoli. I think yeah. Last year on Diwali, we also had a rangoli competition at the Ivany campus, which was so cool to watch. And rangoli is basically colorful floor art using powders or sometimes flower petals as well. It is very close to my heart because I remember, like, I grew up in a joint family with approximately seven siblings. So like all seven of us were used to like sit together and brainstorm a design and then make a massive rangoli, because we almost always ended up hosting house parties as well. So a lot of people came to our place during this festival, and so we had to decorate our house very beautifully, and everything looked great. So it's also one of the amazing things that we do on Diwali.
The next thing, it's the family traditions and the gifts and the cards.
Yeah. So first things first, as we mentioned before, we pray. We all sit together as a family and we pray. So the first picture that you see, that's actually me 2 days ago at Diwali, holding the tray full of diyas that we lit at home for the prayer that we did. So ideally, we all just sat together as a family and we prayed for the health, wealth, and prosperity of all of us. And yeah, that's about it. So this is my home. This is my home. These two are from the internet. But yeah, so every household does the prayer differently because they all have their own idols they pray to, their own beliefs, their own culture, their own faith. So yeah, I'm not gonna speak for all of them, but yeah, I bet you that every one of us, we sit together as a family and pray.
Next important part of the whole day is we exchange gifts and even sweets among our friends and the close family. So it can be anything, it can be any appliance, it can be as simple as a scented candle. And it's so good that people come together on this day and they celebrate and enjoy it all together.
Yeah, like it is one of my favorite parts. I love like receiving sweets. Of course, they're so good, so delicious. So even like in churro as well, my mom has a little friend circle too. So we did go to each other's houses and give some sweets and gifts because it's considered auspicious and it just kind of reminds you of home. And so yeah, like churro at this point feels like a home away from home, which is amazing. So you don't feel like you're missing out on a lot. So yeah, it is a very beautiful part. We all exchange gifts and sweets. That's so fun. Apart from that, a very beloved tradition, which I don't think like everybody does it, but a lot of people do, is playing cards. So since Diwali is a time where everybody gets together, especially siblings, so it's like it's considered one of the biggest sibling reunions because when kids grow up, they all go out to study for to universities and everything. But Diwali is a time when everybody comes back home. Everybody does come back home, and that's when they all decide to get together and we all play cards. I think it's literally one of my favorite memories of Diwali's playing cards. And then every year we had this big winner who wins all the games and who's on lucky streak. But yeah, it's super fun. It's like one of our beloved traditions as well.
It's like a cousin's night out.
Absolutely, and it's so fun as you can see in the last picture right here. Like everybody loves to get together and celebrate.
Yeah, and just the house parties again, like all people come together and they sometimes they bring their own food or they just can order it on from
Yeah.
somewhere else. But generally, people make traditional foods of their own cultures and all, and they bring it all together, and then they enjoy all together.
Yeah, usually like house parties work as potlucks where everybody like makes something. Like even I think we did a house party at my place on Diwali and kind of came to for a meal as well at my place, which was
I
so
do.
fun. Yeah, did you like the food my mom made?
That was very good.
Very good. But yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, everybody makes something and then we just get together and eat. So it's technically a big festival of getting together, sitting, appreciating, acknowledging, and being thankful. Yeah, all of those good things. Now our favorite part,
The
the
main
food
part.
of Diwali. We love food and food is amazing. I can eat like this beautiful food
We
all
can
day.
go along for it the whole day.
Yeah.
So we will start with the sweets. I'll just tell you a quick fact. There are thousands of different kinds of sweets in every region of India. So each state has its own specialties and all, and everybody has its own preferences. So yeah, some of the Indian sweets are mentioned over here, and as you can say, the mines are the top two, which I have put myself over there, and yeah,
Yeah, like for me, I love rasmalai, which is I cannot tell you how it's made because it's I think it's milk paste, but it's so good. It is delicious, and a lot of I was surprised. A lot of these things you can actually find at Walmart.
it's made
And
from cottage cheese. Just to
yeah,
let you know.
cottage cheese and I think milk as well,
Milk.
a
Yeah.
little bit. And a lot of these sweets are were available at Walmart, and especially if you want a wider range. Uh, I went to the Indian grocery store. I'm sure Halifax has more variety than
And they are
Truro,
vegetarian.
but yeah, and I think all of these are definitely vegetarian. So yeah, beautiful, so cool. Yeah, and then we have snacks. So snacks, there are so many snacks. So there are no specific snacks uh, confined to Diwali, but like it depends on what part of India you're from. So it will change snacks accordingly. But we have all of these things. And then we have, of course, samosas and pakoras, which are like deep fried with
With different kinds of
all-purpose
sweets.
flour and stuffed with a lot of vegetables and potatoes and everything. Super fun, and they're so delicious. Now it's making me hungry. It's almost lunchtime. I need to go eat. And then apart from that, we have meals. So same thing with the meals as well. Depending on, I think personally, I felt like meals are very home based. So even if I'm from a specific part of India, my friend's place and my place will have totally different meals on Diwali. So it depends on what your family enjoys the most. So there's nothing specific.
So just
But
cook
of
whatever you
yeah,
want. Yeah.
exactly. So basically, whatever you enjoy, whatever you want to eat, we make that. So usually it can be lentils, it can be the naan, it can be rice, and it can be cottage cheese, it can be potatoes, anything that your family enjoys, and you feel like you wanna have that.
Or different kind
But
of vegetables.
yeah, and trust me, when I say that, we do have like a lot of variety of food. So if you make sure that you don't end up eating a lot of snacks so that you save enough room for food. But yeah, so meals are again like specific to where what your family enjoys, what you enjoy. But a lot of it is like traditional Indian food, and it is usually vegetarian.
It's usually vegetarian because of the festival, the day itself.
Yeah,
It's
because yeah,
sweet stuff.
as we talked about that, the day is very auspicious for us and we pray a lot. So we try to avoid anything non-vegetarian, but it's not a
Again, it's like
yeah, it's not a
beliefs of
rule.
different
It's not
people.
a rule, but it depends on how your family functions and how you take the festival. But yeah.
Now we're gonna talk a little about the Diwali around the world. So even today, the Diwali is now celebrated globally, including right here in Canada. Public celebrations and some fireworks, and sometimes people held cultural events, and even the Diwali markets. Many non-Indians even join the festival, and they just celebrate the lights among everyone else, and it also shows the unity among them. Even though we are far from India, Diwali just feels just as special here in Canada. Cities like Toronto and even here in Halifax now, and Vancouver, of course, it lights up with cultural events and music. The whole day, you can say, and the most probably at night. It's amazing to see how this festival brings people of all cultures together, and everyone loves the color, the foods, and the spirit of the joy.
Yeah, like even in Halifax, I think there was a whole Diwali event where a lot of young kids did cultural dances. Some folks performed there. So like just looking at, I was not able to attend unfortunately, but just looking at all of that just made me feel so good. So yeah, definitely it's a very it's celebrated globally. Like everybody, every Indian person everywhere in the world celebrates Diwali. And yeah, So now talking about fireworks and traditions, as kind of mentioned before, fireworks are again a very important part of Diwali. Traditionally, fireworks are a very big part of Diwali. They represent the joy, the celebration, the triumph of light over darkness again. And excuse me. And I think almost every Indian has a childhood memory of lighting sparklers and watching them fill up the sky. So beautiful, and it is so magical. Kind of, do you have like memories of fireworks at all?
Yeah, the more important for the boys itself, it's the main part of the whole event or the festival, you can say. So after we have our dinner and all, we go out in the streets and we just light up some fireworks. And so earlier, back in like earlier childhood, there was more of like we just burn everything we can, like all the
Yeah.
fireworks which were available. But nowadays, like these upcoming the few back years, it's we have more like convert more towards the green crackers and the more eco-friendly ways to enjoy the festival.
Yeah.
And again, this is what's going to show that if you're gonna burn the fireworks, it's better if you use the eco-friendly and the green crackers, which are less harmful to the environment, and so even you can enjoy and it doesn't cause any
Yeah.
harmful effects to the environment.
Yeah, initially, like I believe, because of a bunch of reasons, at one point, India was not doing so well with all the fireworks that people burnt in excitement and joy and celebration, because of the noise, the smoke, the pollution. It went really bad. But I think people like Kanav and myself as well, we're smarter than that. We know what the world looks like. We've seen so many things. So I think people are getting so much more aware, especially the younger generation like us, and we are taking so many good steps to make sure that Diwali in itself is such a beautiful festival. So just to make sure that it is celebrated in a more responsible way, and we try to use diyas, candles instead of like use more lights instead of like just firing crackers, which owe to a lot of smoke, pollution, and all of that. And yeah, many families even try to use eco-friendly and green crackers, which are very cool. I remember there was one thing back in school when we start making crackers out of paper. So you make like a little plain situation and then you just like bang it against the air like that, and then it like makes a pop sound. So yeah, I think there was a big curve when all the kids learned how, it's not healthy for us to burn so many crackers and contribute to pollution, which we don't want to do.
Paper cracker was a
Yeah,
big
yeah, that was such a cool thing. There was a whole big wave when I was back in grade like 8, 9, that everybody was making those paper crackers and like popping them all day. And then all of my cousins, all the kids in my street, the place I used to live in, we all like decided to make those crackers and like pop them at the same time. So it just added to so much more fun, creativity, excitement, and we learned that there are much greener ways to enjoy the light and enjoy the festival overall without contributing to the negative impact of what firecrackers cause. And yeah, and a lot of people love to enjoy light shows, which are organized by a lot of communities or even government at times. And yeah, some of them are really really cool light shows and drone shows as well. So it's really beautiful to see that how we're keeping the spirit of Diwali alive, still bright, but being more responsible and more sustainable. So I think it's a very very good example of how traditions can evolve while still keeping their meaning. So
one more saying that before the Diwali, the day the Diwali is celebrated, in some regions, there is they like some people celebrate a mini Diwali and they play with the marigold flowers instead.
yeah.
It's like a whole bunch of marigold flowers everywhere, like in the whole. Hence, you have like big containers of
Yeah.
marigold flowers and just like throw that on each other.
Yeah, so these are all the marigold flowers. So yeah, a lot of people these days are just trying to like play with flowers instead of burning crackers to add to the fun. So yeah, again, like it's a beautiful thing that how we can still keep the spirit of a festival alive and try to minus all the bad parts and embrace the good parts even more. So I think it comes with like a lot of people like Kanav and myself, getting up and yeah, advocating for what's right and what's wrong, and yeah, moving on from there. So I think that's about it for us. And that was Diwali for all of you. And I hope you guys were able to take away something from this presentation. But if you have any questions, anything you'd like to, ask us or anything, we'll be more than happy to help you out on that.
It was so good. It seems so fun. I love, and I was going to write this, but I didn't. But any holiday that revolves around snacks and card games and spending time with family just sounds so fun. It just seems so positive
Yeah.
and joyful. And, anyway, that's the impression I get.
Yeah, honestly, it is a very beautiful festival, and it is just like a reason for us to sit together and eat food and have fun and have conversations. So I believe like it is also like one of those times when you're at that part of the year where you're so stressed out. So you need some time to just like lay yourself back and sit together with your family and like acknowledge the fact that you're doing well and be thankful, be grateful. So yeah, it's a big festival around just being grateful for what you have and appreciating everybody around you, people around you, and all of that. So I think that's so beautiful.
It sounds lovely. It sounds like the whole world could use a bit of Diwali.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had somebody like my mom even saying that it's almost like Thanksgiving, that everybody sits together, everybody's thankful, and that's kind of what we do. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's beautiful that people from like literally different parts of the world can have different festivals, but they channelize the same energy and the same meaning.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So it's like our Indian Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, you make it look a lot more attractive, I think. I really love the lights too, and I've been seeing more, like with the increase in Indian population in Nova Scotia, I'm seeing more lights that go up around Diwali. And so, Sam, I think I told you that some of our Indian neighbors started putting up lights this time of year, and some of the kids are like, oh, Halloween lights, those are cool, and I'm like, no, 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 those are Diwali lights. So it's so nice to see the presentation of different cultures so that other people can learn about it and learn what it's about. But it's Diwali is something that is becoming more mainstream, which I really love. And yeah, I'm so glad that you presented about this today. And I'm so glad that we have the session recorded so that we can save this for other people to watch. Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, thank you both so much. And thank you to your friend who also joined.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it came together really nicely.
Awesome. That is amazing. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about Diwali. We had so much fun, and we all hope that you learned something about Diwali today. And
Yes.
yeah,
I
uh,
wish I had
awesome.
Diwali snacks right now.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I'm getting so hungry. I think I'm gonna have to go grab some.
I think, well, yeah, it's easy for you.
Oh yeah, I still have some leftover Diwali snacks from like the last weekend because we had so
Great.
many friends and family over.
I
So all of them
bet.
got food and stuff. So we do have leftovers. So I'm still get eating my Diwali snacks so I can
I
just go
also
Oh,
back home.
I finished mine.
enjoy. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you both
Awesome.
so much. This was wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley. It was
Okay.
great.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
stop recording the presentation now and then hopefully we'll upload it on YouTube for everybody else
Yeah,
to watch.
sounds
And
great. Yeah, I think YouTube would be great. It would be a wonderful way to uh just share this more widely. And so,
mhm.
yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Happy weekend.
You
Yeah,
too.
bye.